A high wind event will impact much of Wyoming and also I-80 and I-25 on Saturday and Sunday, with some areas of I-80 and I-25 seeing very gusty winds into Monday morning. Crosswinds in excess of 70 miles an hour will be possible on I-80 and I-25, creating extreme blowover risk. Blowing snow and possible whiteout conditions will also impact sections of I-80, especially on Saturday. Over the course of tonight, and especially after midnight, strong and gusty west to southwest winds, 25 to 45 with gusts of 50 to 65 miles an hour, will start to kick up along the I-80 corridor from Cheyenne to Laramie on through Arlington, Elk Mountain towards Walcott Junction. Blowing and drifting snow and very poor travel conditions will be likely Arlington to Elk Mountain and also on the summit towards Buford and the higher elevations of I-80. Over the course of Saturday, I-25 will also start to see very strong and gusty winds from northern Colorado up towards Douglas. Through the daytime hours and until the early evening, west to southwest winds of 55 to 65 miles an hour will be likely, with some gusts possibly reaching 70 miles an hour. I-80, Cheyenne, on through Laramie to Rawlins. Also, Rawlins to Wamsutter and Rock Springs. We'll be looking at some very strong and gusty winds through the day Saturday. Blowing and drifting snow will impact I-80, Rock Springs to Rawlins, and especially also again between Rawlins and Laramie, and possibly on the summit as well. There'll be just enough light snow across the southern mountains and the higher elevations of I-80 to help aid in whiteout conditions and slick roads. South Pass will see some blowing and drifting snow on Saturday, and the western and northwestern mountains on Saturday will pick up some light to moderate snow with impacts across these sections as well. Over the course of Sunday, our high wind event continues. I-80 from about Rock Springs through Rawlins on to Laramie and all the way out into western Nebraska. Going to be looking at very strong and gusty west to southwest winds, 25 to 45 miles an hour, gusts of 60 to 75 miles an hour a threat. Likewise, I-25 also all the way out to the Nebraska state line, up towards Lusk and Wright, up through Midwest, even towards Buffalo, and out towards Waltman and the Muddy Gap area. Going to be looking at west to southwest winds on Sunday, 25 to 45 miles an hour, gusts 60 to 65 miles an hour, with the Bordeaux area possibly seeing gusts in excess of 70 again. Blowing, drifting snow, going to be a threat and an issue around Casper on Sunday. Blowing and drifting snow also going to be a problem on South Pass with gusts in excess of possibly 60 miles an hour. Far northeastern Wyoming picking up very strong and gusty winds as well on Sunday, wind gusts in excess of 50 miles an hour possibly. And far southeastern Wyoming will continue to likely see wind gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour into early Monday morning. Don't forget to call 511 or go to wireroad.info for the latest road conditions.